Hello everyone, I am Dr. Sarika Makol, Associate Professor in Sagar Group of Institutions, Bhopal. In this video, I am going to discuss about stock market index from the subject Security Analysis and Investment Management in MBA 3rd Sem. Now before going about the meaning of stock market index, first of all, we should understand what is index. Index is a tool which measures the changes in the environment in the economy. For example, CPI, that is Consumer Price Index, measures inflation. The rate of inflation which we just come out is with the help of Consumer Price Index. Earlier in India, we use wholesale price index, but now we are using consumer price index to measure the changes in the prices of the commodities and to calculate the inflation rate of country. Also, Human Development Index measures development of the country, that what is the level or the percentage of development of country in the current period of time. So index basically is a tool which measures the changes in the various parameters or in the various sectors. Now, stock market index means what? As the name suggests, that it is the index which measures the changes or the fluctuations happened in the stock market of India or any other country. So in India, we have two exchanges or two indexes, BSE and NSE. Bombay Stock Exchange and National Stock Exchange are the two exchanges. So we are normally concerned about the stock market index. BSE we normally called it as Sensex, whereas NSE we called it as Nifty index. So more than 7,000 companies are listed on these both stock exchanges. So measuring the performance of each and every stock, individual stock of these two exchanges is very tedious and a tough job. So it's very difficult to infer or to just come out with the conclusion that whether the stock market is moving up or down. So we have just find out the concept of stock market index, which measures the performance of the stock exchange, but not of all companies, but will take collectively one index of various companies on the basis of the market capitalization, sector and the stock price of that very particular company. And similar stocks we just group into one grouping, and then we'll find out whether the stock exchange or the stock market index of that very particular exchange is moving up or down. So this is the meaning of stock market index. So in other words, we can say that value of the grouped stocks is equal to the collective value of the index. Therefore, any change in the value of these grouped stocks changes the value of the index. We believe in that. So in this we'll assume or we'll take the grouping of those stocks on the basis of the market capitalization rate. Now, what is the usefulness of these kind of indices? Why do we have these indexes in the system? So this helps to recognize the broad trends in the market, which is not even feasible to just find out after calculating each and every company's shares. So that is why we'll use the help of this indices, which helps to recognize the broad trends in the future period of time. It can be used as the benchmark for evaluating the investor's portfolio. It functions as a status report on the general economy. We can just judge that whether the economy is growing or down. The investor can use the indices to allocate funds rationally among stocks. To earn returns on par with the market returns, he can choose the stocks that reflect the market movement. So basically with the help of indices, we can just find out the market movement, that whether the market will move up in the future period of time or it will move down. So on the basis of technical analysis also, we can study the historical performance of the track record of the stocks with the help of stock market index. And with the help of that, we can just find out the relationship between the individual stock and the index, which helps us to predict the future movement of the stock market. I've just explained you that BSE we called it as Sensex and NSE we called it as Nifty. Sensex is made up of top 30 stocks and Nifty is made up of top 50 stocks. Here top 30 and top 50 means that when we find out the market capitalization of all the companies, so top 30 companies which is based on their market capitalization, we take them in one group. Similarly, in the Nifty index also we'll take top 50 stocks in one group and then we'll calculate the index value. Now see the example that how we can calculate the index value. See, we'll take the example of 3 stocks: equity of company X, equity of company Y, equity of company Z. These are the market prices and the number of shares are like that. X company is having 100 shares, Y company 200, Z company 250 and at par value or face value of rupees 10, whereas their market price is 20, 30 and 40 respectively. Now see how we can calculate the market capitalization first, because we have to just categorize that top 30 companies on the basis of market capitalization. So now we can see that how we can calculate it. See, market capitalization, the formula of this is number of shares into price of shares. So in the previous slide, I have shown you that the number of shares of company X is 100 and the price, market price is rupees 20. So it becomes 2000. Similarly, Y, 200 multiplied by 30, that is market price, it becomes 6000. Similarly, Z, 250 number of shares into 40 market price, it becomes 10,000. So in total, the aggregate market capitalization is 18,000. This is index at period N is equal to 100. So base is 100. This is one period. So difference between the indices will normally because of these reasons. If we say that Sensex and Nifty are same, no. Sensex may move up by 100 points, but NSE Nifty may move only by 40 points. Means the changes which occurs in Sensex is of 100 points, whereas in NSE it will always be of 40 points. So what is the factor behind that? Why there is a difference between these two indices? So that differentiate one index from another are these factors, that is number of component stocks. Component stocks means that what kind of companies are listed in Sensex as well as in NSE Nifty, that makes the difference. Then composition of stocks means top 30 and top 50 stocks, that composition can also make the difference. Then their weights means their market prices and the base year. Base year definitely makes the difference, as BSE base year and NSE base year is quite different, right? So that makes the difference between the two indices, index values. If you see the market, then you can see that there is a lot of difference between the Sensex rates and NSE rates, right? Now these are the criteria for selecting stocks to calculate index. How can we select the stock to calculate the index? That how can we just make a composition of 30 stocks in BSE, and how can we make the composition of 50 stocks in NSE? So these are the various criteria of selecting the stocks. First is listing history. The company should have listing history on BSE for at least 1 year. Their track record should be there in the listing history. The market capitalization, company should have one among 100 market capitalizations of BSE. Each company should have more than 0.5% of total market capitalization of BSE index. Aggregate market capitalization of 0.5%. Frequency of trading, the company stock should be traded on each and every trading day for the last 1 year. There should not be any gap of trading between these days. Industrial representation, company should be leader in the industry. It represents, like if it is from pharmaceutical industry, so that company should be the leader. Like for example, if we take the banking industry, so we know that HDFC Bank is the leader of that industry. So that should remain the leader for at least 1 year. Only that can be added in the index of the company. So these are the various criteria on the basis of which we'll select the top company stocks to be taken into top 30 companies of the index or top 50 companies of the index in the case of Nifty. Now these are the various factors which affect the index value. First of all, individual stock. The demand and supply of the individual stock definitely impact the index value. the earnings of that very particular companies, then the release of the other information, any good or bad information also impact the index value. Like for example, currently the coronavirus COVID-19 has a lot of negative impact on our index value or on global index value, because it impacts our market. Then another factor which impact the index value is government information or data, like GDP, that is gross domestic product, definitely impact the index value. Then RBI repo rates or interest rates, if there are changes in the RBI repo interest rates, that will definitely impact our index value. Then if the inflation rates will be fluctuated, then that impacted our index value. If the government policies has been changed, that also impact or affect the index values. Third and the most important factor is the global activities. If anything happen in the global countries, so that will also affect the index, because we lived in the globalized world, we are interconnected with each other. Like for example, actions of the developed countries like USA, currency war, gold price rates, rating agencies such as S&P, Wall Street. So any changes happened in these kind of way will definitely affect the index value. So these are the important factors which impact the index value. So these are the basic concepts of what is the meaning of index, what makes the difference in the index value, and what is the role and usefulness of these indices in the stock market. So we have studied this today. So I hope you have understood the concept. Thank you so much.